Dandelions, another one of nature's excellent foods, although I personally don't like the bitter taste of the leaves, so I tend to cook them, which makes them much more palatable for me. The one thing I do like though is the flower heads. Now if you take the flower head when it's like this, pick it and put it in your tea, whatever that tea may be, nettle tea, etc., it actually sweetens it because of the pollen in the flower. So another nice little thing, but you also get all the nutrients out of it. Now the bitter taste comes from the green bit at the back of the flower, so what you can do is just take the flower off and split the green from the petals, the flower itself, pull the flower out of there, and then that just gives you the better tasting piece. I'm not going to have one today. I'm going to leave these flower and take the seeds and do microgreens with them. Okay, dandelion microgreens. Now anyone can grow these, and what we need is one seed head from a dandelion. Pick, and I'll show you the rest of it, how to grow these super nutritious without so much of the bitter taste. After we've collected the seeds, we take the seed head, all the little seeds, and we collect a little pot, put some earth in. Dandelions will grow in almost any earth. They're quite vigorous. So just place some soil. You can use compost or garden soil. Then we take the seeds and just sprinkle them on the surface. And then place them down. Put a little tiny piece of soil on the top, just enough to stop them blowing around and getting dislodged, just to hold them in place really. And then we cover them up, well I do, just to make sure we don't get any extra weed seeds in there, though the little dandelion leaves are quite easy to identify. And then water it, give it a nice good soaking. Now I like to cover these just to make sure that we don't get any other weeds growing in there, so we know what they are, but dandelions are really easy to see what they are, so we can tell what they are. Now, dandelions, or dandelion, yeah, French, meaning teeth of the lion, because of the shape of the leaf, and there are hundreds of different varieties of it in the world. I can't remember how many, it's something like 200 or 600, but they're all edible and they're all super nutritious, but they do have very strong tastes. So the idea of growing these is to grow them so they're just tiny little leaves and they don't have such a strong taste. So I'll just cover these with the top of a plastic bottle, which I'll cut off. And that then makes a little cloche, keeps them warm, stops the wind from blowing them around, and keeps them protected. I probably need a slightly bigger pot than that for this one. Container or a smaller pot to keep it on there. So we'll return in a few days and see how they're doing. So here they are after a couple of weeks of growing, and you can see they're nice and light coloured and tasty looking. Now, these are full of nutritions. They've got all sorts of vitamins and minerals. All parts of these plants are edible, the leaves, etc., roots, flowers. Now they contain all sorts of vitamins and minerals. They contain the vitamins A, C, E, K, B1. They have beta carotene
in them. They contain the minerals iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, copper, and lots of other wonderful things. These have been used as a medicinal herb for all sorts of different things. They contain antioxidants, which is brilliant. They help fight inflammation, blood sugar control, lower blood pressure, promote a healthy liver, could help with weight loss, mild diuretic, good for gallbladders, but they're just full of all sorts of wonderful things.